Welcome everybody to the eggwp Weekly Duel Cup number 8. I'm Kapeli47 and I will be sadly the only caster for this week's tournament games today on Sunday. And we have some very interesting bracket for this week, and at least I do have to say, compared to the last week, we didn't have Agent, but now I'm glad to say that Agent is back in the very top side of the bracket. But we also have a couple other returners as well, like Toolsy, and then we have Wise Genie, Bigger, GPPP, Oscar, Light Boss, Soul, Kenza. Then there's two players from the 812 clan. Apparently, there's Headhunter and Hyper going against each other, which is very interesting. The bots just sort of decided to put them against each other. Then there's Distant and Firebot, the game we will be watching first in the round 2 match. We'll get to that in just a moment. Then there's Lynchpin and Dish X going up against in round 1, and they will be. Other one of them will be going up against Desator in round 2. Then there's Chamo and Pavel on round 2. Vomity and Katos in round 1. Either one will be going against Backstein in round 2. And the interesting thing is, we have so many players right now that round 1 and round 2 games are best of 1 this time. And round 3 will be the quarterfinals, in which we will be starting the best of 3 games. And it will be best of 3 up until the grand final, which will be best of 5. And I do hope we will be getting to see as much intense action as what we already saw last week. I was sort of expecting the semifinals to be, how could I say, a little bit more even than the grand final. But the grand final, we actually got into the game 5 in the best of 5. Series in the grand final, and I do hope to see the same sort of action, even if Agent is in the bracket, because Backstein put up a hell of a fight against Desator. Desator actually was the victor of that cup, and I do hope to see Desator and Backstein and Agent, all of them, in the semifinals. They have a very high chance of competing there, compared to the as far as the last performance on this the series for them has gone. But we will be starting with Distant Lights and Firebot's game, and they have banned quite a number of maps already. There's Casbah, Overgrowth, Bioplant, and Emberfall banned. And then there's Araya banned, actually. And there's one more ban from Distant Light, and that will decide the game map for the best of 1 game. Distant Light still thinking it through. And it will be Monolith banned, which means the map will be Skybreak. Now, Distant Light has already battled quite a number of times in the previous series, or at least the previous week of these cup series. The Firebot I haven't seen in this cup, but the let's see, the production side responsible, Crazy Owl, is just very sad that this is a best of 1 game. He first thought, since he saw them playing on round 2, that this was a best of 3 game, so he said, well, it's not all too bad. But yeah, since we have so many players that round 2 games are going to be best of 1, we do have to see what this game will entail. So Crazy Owl is not going to enjoy this very much, but let's see, I'm starting from Firebot. As soon as the players are ready, Distant Light needs a second. And they sort of needed to restart the map as well. I can see. Yeah, Distant Light definitely is a bit higher ping, 63 ping right now. He's just not very comfortable playing with that. Although looking at the chat, I have no idea what they're just talking about right now. You can see 50 and PL. That's probably what the Polish server's ping is for Distant Light, apparently. But I guess we're still starting. Starting from Firebot. Very quick start already on the yellow side, grabbing the rocket and Mega. Listening to Distant Light steps over there, he has picked up the red. And I believe the blue just before he went on to the red. Yes, he did. Very good entry rocket by both, but I think that's going to favor Firebot even more. He has higher health, but not much more armor than Distant Light, especially after he picked up that blue, but he still survives that shotgunning by Distant Light. And grabs the red for himself just before that as well. Very good entry frag by Firebot there, but he is going to be very low on HP, but not much lower than Distant Light after that accurate and deadly shaft he just did there. It's just patiently waiting for Distant Light to come in there. Yes, there he is. Picked up the Mega. Now he has picked up the red as well, and try to listen to where Distant Light's probably going, but yeah, he's just... I think I was waiting for another weapon pickup there, but yeah, now he's just restored full shaft ammo. Distant Light on the other side of the map picked up the yellow for himself this time. Through the door comes a spam of plasma basically, but Firebot will be safe to pick up that Mega in any case, and Distant Light will fall back for the red. It's another trade with the major pickups. 2 rockets is all that Firebot has. He has picked up the yellow. He's on a very, very good stack. I would say much higher than Distant Light right now. Ooh, the slow field Weeble is probably going to favor Distant Light a little bit more. He has now higher armor, but that direct hit and another one will be quickly revoking that stack. The first one wasn't actually a direct hit, but it was 95 damage on splash. That puts Firebot to 3-0 in scores. I believe Distant Light, yeah, he just before he got fragged there, he had picked up the red, but now the next one's coming right now. Good splash rockets by Firebot. And the accurate shaft, that is quickly going to devastate that stack. He will be picking up the yellow, the red for himself. Distant Light on the other side of the map. Spawns right next to the yellow. Firebot takes quite a lot of plasma damage, and Distant Light is free to pick up the Mega because of that defensive spam over there. Ooh, very good shaft by both players. Distant Light just had the stack, and he will score the first frag for himself. And here comes Firebot trying to contest some small damage on Distant Light right now. And he does get exactly that, small damage, but only small. As Distant Light gets his second frag already inside the first 10 seconds to the last one. Very good direct. Completely revoking the armor from Firebot, and he has to fall back with that low HP. He has picked up the red once again. 3 more seconds to yellow. That would favor Distant Light quite a bunch right now, but Firebot being low enough already on armor. Yep, he has picked up the yellow for himself. He's at 175 armor and 100 stack. Distant Light 175 health and 80 armor. Slightly slower on the step, but he has dealt some damage from Firebot. That will even the odds a little bit stack-wise. He just has to make a push here. Quite small health, but quite a lot of armor as well. He has so low HP. Firebot completely stuck on the yellow corner there. Has picked up the yellow and 125 health pickup perhaps. Just not managed to pick up the Mega for himself, as Distant Light has already picked up that, and now it's time for turn back to the red. Now he's very good stack. Took it that he just Or to find Firebot over here and deal some damage to himself just to get the yellow for himself. He needs to be under 175 armor. Red spawning. Disenlight cannot find Firebot at the moment. Hasn't been able to for the last 30 seconds, perhaps. Here's the rockets. He decides to go for a silent approach this time. He hasn't found him by running into him at all. Or jumping into him, for that matter, with the strafe jumps. So he just decides to sort of listen to where he is going. Firebot has also picked out the Mega. But he's only dealing with a yellow armor right here, which isn't too far away from the red if you already have quite a stack of armor. Distant Light getting the most damage out of those rockets. Really has to fall back for the blue. And in a moment to this red as well. There we go. Now he's back to a very decent stack. Firebot now dominating the other side of the map pretty much. Very good rocket by him. And another one from above through the TP exit. Picks up the blue. Very deadly shaft. Which one is going to win this will be Firebot. That was very, very close. Both were stack-wise pretty even. I would say Firebot still had the slightly more accurate shaft there. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I take that back. Distant Light will be actually getting the frag back. But he still has 2 frags to catch up. Firebot with only a smaller stack. He might have actually picked up the blue there. Indeed he did. Almost scoring a mid-air rocket there. So low on HP, has to fall back. And Mega's not spawning in any moment. Just in a few seconds he has picked up the yellow and probably 1 health pickup. And that's Distant Light's Mega to be picked up right there. And with that, he will score a 4th frag for himself and a 1 frag difference. Distant Light has done a very good job just like slightly coming back at this game. Firebot had a couple very dominating frags at the very first couple minutes of the game, but now tables are slightly turning. 2 seconds until Mega is up. Firebot, I believe, has seen it. Indeed he has. Goes for the ramp jump. Or the lift jump, I should say. Quite a lot of damage from the shaft by Distant Light. It also gets quite a lot of damage back. It's only at 76 HP, but he has quite the armor stack right now. Firebot. Whoop. I was about to say he just gained some armor, but he's completely lost that. But so is Distant Light. 8 HP after that shaft fight, and the pincer angle will take care of that. Firebot still steadily keeps the lead. 6-4 in frags. He might have lost control at one point for the major pickups. Probably not the armors completely, but especially the Mega and Red. He sort of had to listen to Distant Light when he was just picking them up, because he had some control over them for a while, but he's still steadily keeping the lead. Oh, and the rocket! Distant Light was barely supposed to get a pincer angle there. He did, but he did not hit it. And Firebot's rocket was barely faster there to kill him. Oh, and through the TP comes a very good splash rocket. And a very good shaft battle right here, which Firebot will sure enough win, I believe. It was just a matter of stack right there. Completely didn't see who had what stack before that fight, but Firebot will indeed take that 4th frag difference right there, and it's 8th frag in total. Distant Light listening to the Mega pickup and going for a very aggressive plasma and rocket push right here, trying to pick up the red for himself. Deals some moderate good splash damage with the rocket, but it's not going to be enough against Firebot right here, who just scored the frag again. And it is just 10 seconds until we get to golden frag, unless Firebot gets a quick enough frag here. No, he does not. I believe we will be moving on to golden frag. Last one for Firebot. He has control of the red. Mega's also up. Distant Light jumping onto it. He's completely cornered. Has nothing to do. And that will sure enough seal the game right there. Good game by Firebot right there. Very good best of one. And Distant Light sadly will be out of the tournament right there. But that Mega pickup, he should have just jumped immediately off it as soon as he just jumped on the Mega. I believe he didn't even have a rocket yet, so he couldn't even rocket jump out of there. But that was very unfortunate for Distant Light right there. But congratulations to Firebot proceeding in the tournament. That will be the end of their best of one game. As far as I'm looking at the bracket right now, I have to refresh it first, but Firebot will be going up against either Desertor or Lynchpin or Dish X. Lynchpin and Dish X are playing against each other in round 1, and either one of them will be facing Desertor in round 2. And round 1 and round 2 games are still best of 1, so we will be probably waiting until Lynchpin and Dish X are done, and maybe we'll see how Desertor fares with either one of them in round 2. So I guess that's the game we'll be watching next, unless anything else interesting comes up in the way. But right now, I believe, since these best of 1 games, they might be short, but some of them is starting on round 1, we'll be taking a short break. We'll return with most likely Lynchpin or Dish X versus Desertor in round 2. Welcome back, everybody. We will be watching Backstein and Pavel next in the round 3, or the sort of the 4th quarterfinal in the bracket instead of Dash X and Desator. We will be watching Desator and Firebot, or Dash X and Firebot, most likely. I don't know, just seeing how Desator performed so well in the last cup. I mean, he did win the grand finals there. It's most likely going to be Desator and Firebot. That's at least my prediction. But after Backstein's and Pavel's game, we'll actually just tell like Firebot at least to wait for his opponent there and wait for us as well in the lobby. But for now, we will be watching Backstein versus Pavel. It will be a best of 3 game, and they've already started the bans. I do have to sort of. I'm still in the previous lobby. There we go. I have to join the next lobby, and they've already banned. Backstein's already banned Casbah. And Pavel has banned Emberfall. Stream Agent Wise Genie. Well, exactly. I was about to say the same. Agent Wise Genie will be a little bit too one-sided, given how how devastating of a performance Agent already gave us in the previous series. But his sort of streak was broken last time because he did not join the previous week's tournament at all. So he just won, like, what was it, 4 or 5 cups in a row. Then he just suddenly decided to take a break. So like, I've got 250 euros total from these prize pools. I might as well just have a break here. And then he let Desator win 1. And now he's back. But we still have Backstein and Desator in the cup. And they are still very good contestants against Agent. I mean, actually the week before last week, when we saw Agent versus Desator, Desator actually took Agent's map. And that was a very interesting best of 5 game in the grand finals. What was more interesting is Backstein's and Desertor's performance in the grand final in the last week, because that was taken to game 5. And even in the game 5, that was the most intense score I've ever even seen in a Diabolical grand final in any tournament. But Pavel indeed has banned Amberfall, and now it's his turn to pick a map, and Backstein's also just wondering, like, what the hell? Why aren't you picking a map? Oh, there we go. He's picked Skybreak. He forgot to type the plus in front of the Skybreak so that the bot would have recognized that, but it will be Skybreak. Oh no, there's 2. I saw Al was just trying to fix the problem right there, but yeah, there we go. No, he's just deleted his message, and there's no check mark for that, but yeah, we'll see. Whatever. Skybreak will be the first map, however. Just there we go. Backstein has picked Rhea. And then it will be his turn to ban Overgrowth. Skybreak and Rhea will be the first 2 maps we will be seeing. We have yet to see what the decider will be. There's 2 remaining maps. There's Monolith and Bioplan. And Bioplan will be banned, so Monolith will be the decider. Skybreak. We already saw Distant Light and Firebot already play that. But now will be Pavel's pick first. I guess we're starting from Pavel's perspective as well. And they're checking if the server is the Polish server. Indeed it is. Looking at the pings. Backstein has got a 35 ping and Pavel 54 ping, but we have yet to see what that will entail. The match. Starting from Pavel indeed. Plasma can start already. And then picking up the Mega Shaft. Going behind the map to pick up the yellow. So we got a pretty good arsenal. He does not have the pincer, but he has the rocket and the shaft right there. Probably hits his own rocket there. And Backstein's rail. Very good. Ooh, very good shaft and rockets by Backstein right there. I think that was a direct hit. 10 HP remaining on Pavel. He will have to sort of concede the Mega to Backstein right there just to fall back and find some smaller pickups instead. Very much smaller. He only picked up those armor shards. Now he has the blue for himself. Backstein has picked up the Mega and the yellow behind it, and now even the red. Backstein still trying to... Pavel still trying to listen to where Backstein is going around. Very good smoke weeble and very good splash rockets. He's out of rockets, however. And needs some more right now. He knows where Backstein is going for a very good pincer before taking the Mega platform right there. Backstein has secured the Mega for himself, though. Red will be up in just a moment. Pavel sadly just missing that pincer. Would have slightly mitigated the benefits out of both the Mega and the red. Oh, but a very good splash right onto the yellow. Very good damage. Pavel still ending up worse after that, especially when he's completely pincerable. Evenly 70 HP right there. Spawns next to the blue armor, which is no good against Backstein's still standing stack. He has picked up the Mega though, right on the next spawn. And the yellow will be the next pickup he needs to go for if he really wants to survive this one. Oh, look at defensive rockets trying to secure himself a position to go to. Especially for the next couple weapons he will go to. Oh, yep. Now he has all the three crucial weapons right there, and a very good deal of shaft damage on Backstein. Backstein lift jumping up to the Mega. Gets a pincer for his troubles, however. But Pavo is not looking too good. He was actually barely pincerable right there, but he knew Backstein did not have the pincer. It's on the red side instead. Ooh, what a rocket right before he's taken the TP. Now he is indeed very much pincerable right now. There we go. He's picked up himself some smaller stack. Backstein. He could be just dominating the next frag here if he can just find Pablo. He just finds an angle for him, but does not hit the pincer. Oh, but Pablo here with a very good pincer angle for himself does hit the pincer, mitigating that Mega. But the red will also be for Backstein. Pablo realizing that the armor timers are indeed lower than the Mega timers, so we'll be going for the yellow first before maybe picking up Mega. Yep, it will be the next major item that's coming up. Backstein trying to figure out where he is. Pablo sneaking around the corners. Backstein go for the chase through the TP. 71 HP, not pincerable. And Backstein will actually secure that position right there on the Mega. Pablo does pick up the red, but gets 2 pincers for his troubles, totaling up to 145 damage. Oh, and yeah, he's not going to be on time on the yellow pickup now that Backstein did realize that Pablo indeed is already pretty low on armor after that. After those 2 pincer shots on red. And the red will indeed be the next one, and Pablo desperately tries to go for it on the spawn. But sadly, that will be indeed on the spawn. He had no armor to work with for himself. And neither did he have anything to work with for himself on that frag either. Backstein scoring 2 frags, perhaps inside 10 seconds. Pablo spawned next to the yellow. He's a little bit too noisy on his steps, and Backstein was just waiting around there, camping for a number of shaft shots right there, or shaft hits specifically. Will be securing the Mega for himself, and now he's on a very, very good stack. He just needs to make a push right here. Very good rocket on the TP exit, and the shaft will sure enough finish that off, especially with that accuracy. Even though I say that, but Backstein also only has like 32% on the shaft, 25% on the pincers, and Pebble still gonna fall to that shaft. It's just, he has no stack to work with right there. Rocket will finish that off as well. He is just, like I said, completely dominating with that stack. Oh boy. Pebble getting quite a number of shaft hits from Backstein right there. He's only at 100 health. He can be direct hit by a rocket if Backstein so wants, but nope, that will be a shaft damage first and then splash damage after. Ooh, and again. Yep, I can definitely see this is Backstein's map. Even though it was picked by Pavel. Oh my goodness. Pincer through the TP. 70 damage, but Pavel will still be pincerable for the next one. Oh, yep. Here where Pavel's just stepping around, and Backstein will score a mid-air rocket out of that. And it will be just 30 seconds for golden frag. It's looking very, very weak for Pebble right now. He just picked up the yellow this time and the Mega. It's getting some devastating shaft damage. Oh, and indeed more devastating as they get closer on the encounters. Now that will be indeed golden frag for Backstein right now. There's just a bit over 200 stack he has. Pablo in the meantime only has that spawn stack health. That's pretty much what he has. He's trying to desperately go for the Mega. Good rocket by him. But a slow field Weeball on the Mega. This is exactly what happened between Disenlight and Firebot. It will be the same here as well. Pebble completely cornered. That will be the last frag for Backstein. My goodness. Backstein has won Pebble's pick. And given that Backstein just chooses his maps wisely, Rhea, that is going to be Backstein's pick. Let's see actually how Pebble deals with that. We are indeed starting on Rhea. Will be Backstein's pick, Pebble. Alright, start on the Mega side. Backstein, I believe, yeah, now he only did pick up the red there. Items are pretty much synced up. Oh my goodness, those rockets. By indeed both players. Backstein's gonna come up at least a little better with that armor stack, especially. Pebble will heal up all the damage he was done by Backstein. Now that was the slow field Weeball and the smoke Weeball there as well. Mega's up. Both Weeballs are now down. And Backstein has fallen back for the red. Now the items are not synced up anymore. Indeed, a 10-second difference. But the red will be the next item they're fighting for. They're not even going for any of the other blues over there. Except Backstein, now he did. And Pebble, right when it spawns, picks up the other one. Red will still be the next item. Pebble was a little bit too late there. Not knowing when it exactly spawned. 3 seconds until Mega spawns. Very good pincer by Backstein from below. That pillar is just dead zone center right there. Especially with, oh my goodness, Pebble making a very risky jump over there to the Mega. Luckily for him, Backstein has hit the pincer only right after Pebble had picked up the Mega. Also hit another one on the other side of the map completely. That shot will sure enough finish him off. 1-0 finally for Backstein. 48 HP, 100 armor stack. That is still going to look very good for Backstein. Oh, 85. That is going to be 4 pizzers in a row. Not a 5th one, however. He did hit some magnificent splash damage on that slow field on Pebble. It's a little bit too early on his own red armor right now, because that was the item he actually picked up. A Pebble coming to contest it completely and utterly. 7 HP remaining for Backstein. Pebble is going to chase that slightly. Oh, but not realizing where Backstein is, but finally he did. He was right above him and very low on HP. Backstein, I believe he got no damage with that shotgun he was trying to do on Pebble just to mitigate the, at least the armor stack quite a bunch with that blast. Oh boy. But Backstein will nevertheless get the next red pickup there, but he's low on HP. Pincer will miss. Do not use the pincer there on that range, Pebble. Backstein will finish that off with his own pincer shot. Oh, third pincer in a row. Backstein not looking too good on HP. He's not going to be pincerable with that, even that armor stack, but Pebble picking up the red. It almost syncs up the items. It's only a second difference. But Mega will nevertheless most likely be the next item they're going for. Gets flash damage done by Backstein. Pincer comes through the smoke Weeble, but not hit. Backstein listening to the Mega timer right there. Yep, it just got picked up by him. And Pebble just fell back to the red, and the items are desynced once again. Around 9-second difference. This time, the pincer accuracy and the splash damage rocket quickly mitigate Pebble's stack, but Backstein not looking too good himself. He only had a Mega to work with and only one blue armor maybe. This Pebble even again has picked up this red. He has no stack whatsoever. Oh, especially against those pincers by Pebble. Will not hit another one, or even get a chance to fire another pincer on Backstein. Falls back for the blue dealing some very good rocket damage on Pavel, actually. And that's just 2 more seconds until red spawns. Yep, there we go. It's going to be Pavel's to pick up. 129 stack. Those pincer shots could not be any more accurate, especially those jump pads. Backstage just really knows where his opponent is going. Picks up the 50, picks up the blue armor for 50 armor. Mega's pretty much his as well. Pavel, I think, sadly just dominating the other side of the map. He has picked up the red quite a number of times in a row already. Backstage just trying to look for a small angle here, or even listen to where he is going. But who knows? I don't even know if Pavel was just attempting to sort of ambush this next red. Nope, he's nowhere to be seen over there. Pavel, probably on the other side of the map. Yes, picking up the Mega there. And he is on a much higher stack currently than Backstein. He will pick up the blue there, evening the armor to Pavel's amount, but not the health. And the armor will sure enough just go over there. Thanks to Pavel's very deadly pincer and the shaft finish. He does grab a directed rocket from Backstein, however, but he will be quickly restacking that with that red. 150 armor, 100 health. Could not be doing any better. Backstein, right on spawn though, picks up the blue and picks up a Mega. Oh boy, those rockets and the pincer will finish that off. 36 HP remaining. Pavel with the higher stack still falls to Backstein with probably the same amount of, lower amount of stack. Barely less than the same. Oh my goodness. I don't know if anybody heard the announcer there, but that was indeed nice. 3rd pincer in a row, and that could have not been any better with that angle as well. Pavel only having to deal with 100 stack right about now. 280 stack for Backstein. And he's in a 1-frag lead too. He just ought to make it bigger with this next push. He's not going to make it though. It's going to deal some small damage here and there on Pavel. Next blue is up. He's just... Oh, Backstein probably knows that it is indeed that blue that is up. Mega. Oh, getting picked up by Pavel, but still gets... Oh no, he didn't even pick it up! I for sure thought he had picked it up. He jumped on the pillar, but didn't even make the jump. Backstein must have knocked him out of the pillar there with that pincer. And that makes it a 2-frag difference, 2-frag lead to be exact for Backstein. Now he's on a very dominant stack, picking up that Mega. Oh, and through the smoke wheel ball comes a very devastating last hit rocket right there. Pavel only working with blues right now. Backstein, on the other hand, just has picked up the Mega once again. Items are, I know, pretty much desync, but just waiting for the TPX. There it is. Pavel getting quite a number of damage. Does not go down, however. He's around 1 HP or so. He can die from a single whatever. That pincer hit. Something. Anything. He's dead. That's for sure. It's 4th pincer in a row by Backstein as well. Again, looking for that angle. Missing it, however. But hitting the next pincer with that magnificent damage. Could have been much better with that 5th pincer hit in a row. It would have been 90 damage, but sadly misses that. Pavel at 100 and 100 stack. Hits a very good pincer on Backstein this time, picking up the blue. He did pick up the red there previous time, but now it's Backstein's completely cornered by those rockets, and that will be Pavel's to pick it up, and he's trying to make an escape through the TP, but not without Pavel noticing that. Shaft's up again. Blue is gonna help his troubles, actually. Backstein scoring that frag right out of his spawn and getting the Mega for himself. 7-3. And at the moment, it will be a minute until we get to golden frag. Could be less if Backstein keeps on this control. But if Pavel Can deal moderate damage enough and moderate frags enough on the pickers with Backstein. Could be even more time. Very good pincer right before Mega spawns even. Pavel has no idea when those items are actually in the world. That will be a golden frag for him, and Backstein, when the Mega is actually in the world, has picked it up. 5 frag difference. Last one here could be, and he was just waiting for that last rocket. It's like, am I gonna hit this? Yes, I am. It's finished. Very good game by Backstein. 2-0 in this best of 3. So good opposition by Pavel as well. He just, I don't know what really went wrong with him. It's just like he had control, very dominant control on both items as well, major pickups as well. But he just couldn't execute a proper push or even like get some proper damage here and there on Backstein. Well, Backstein did exactly that. Whether he was out of control or completely in control, he was just looking for some angles for Pavel to deal some damage, then fall back immediately, and then just when he was at his lowest stack, make a very good push and score a frag. And he pretty much succeeded on all of those pushes. It was only just a couple moments when Pavel did sort of the same, but he just didn't do it often enough as Backstein. Very good game by both. Backstein will be going forwards in the bracket. And I have yet to see what the bracket standings are currently. So Backstein won 2-0 against Pavel, and they are now in the semifinals. Backstein is, and then Firebot and Desertor hopefully haven't started yet. Okay, according to L, they have not. But then there is the rest of the quarterfinals. There is also Vigor versus Kanza, Agent versus Wise Genie. It's either one of those 4 that will be going in the first semifinal. But we will be watching Firebot versus Desertor, and either one of them will be facing Backstein in the second semifinal. Okay. So it seems I just have to get the lobby key. There we go. So you said you were going to join for a cast? Al? And Al's gone.
Hey, hello. I can join for a cast if you like. I have to fix my mic settings though. So give me just a second.
I have no idea what happened, but okay. Firebot versus Desertor, I do have to see.
Hey, sorry, I just realized I wasn't talking on Discord. I can join on the cast. I just have to fix some mic settings first. So bear with me.
Yeah, I don't know if the stream is currently hearing you or anything, but yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, they are. So Al will be joining me in the commentating in just a moment. The maps indeed are Raya Casbah and wait a minute, I'm just watching the freaking different game right now. Desertor versus Firebot. There we go. Will be Skybreak, Casbah, and Overgrowth as the decider. As soon as both players are ready. Oh, we're restarting the map as well. Probably switching servers. Could be. For some reason, Firebot has a 41 ping, but Desertor has 164, and they're keeping on restarting the map until they have the perfect server. There we go. Now it's on an acceptable level. .56 ping and 39 ping on Firebot and Desertor. Yep, I can hear you. Okay, the stream apparently could not. Oh, Knitten said we hear the L, but I don't know. That was probably that was 2 minutes ago. Yeah, never mind. I have no idea what they're saying. We are starting the match when the players are ready. Yeah, they've got pretty even ping now, at least. I don't know what server this is. But Skybreak was Firebot's pick.
Alright, so both Discord and the stream should hear me now. How's it going, everybody?
Okay. Welcome, Al. Welcome to the cast.
How's it going?
They have yet again restarted the map with another server, apparently. 35 ping for Firebot, 75 for Desertor. I don't know if that's going to be too good for him if he wants to keep... And they restarted again. Well, now it's even worse for Desertor. Oh, never mind. Yeah, 64 ping for Desertor.
We will find a server if it kills us.
We will. This is going to take a while. For the map picks, indeed, Firebot picked Skybreak. He already lost against Distant Light on Skybreak and with a devastating scoreline for Distant Light. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. What am I talking about? He won against him. Indeed, Distant Light just had the especially that last golden frag, the very corner of the Mega there. It just should have probably jumped immediately out of that corner when he just picked out the Mega. But Desertor has picked Casbah, which will be the second map. And then the last one will be Overgrowth as the decider map. So the semifinals will still be best of 3, but the grand final will be best of 5. We will be watching the... Let's see, well, actually, yeah, these are the quarterfinals, which still are best of 3. And I'm not sure if Vigor and Kanza and Agent and Weishtini are also waiting for their game, or if they've already started. I don't know if they're just waiting for like a stream as well. But I am starting from Firebot's position. Thought he had a good start on the blue. Okay, Desertor, hello. Desertor did pick up the Mega there. Tries to go for a very offensive push on the red, but Firebot sure enough neglects the hell out of that. And he's at a 200 stack right now. Very, very fast. Probably like inside the first 10 seconds that first frag happened. Desertor only having to work with a single blue after that devastation right there. Okay, Firebot getting the Mega for himself. Red is up. And will be sadly Desertor's. He will be fast enough for that. And before that, Red, he had picked up the yellow there on spawn. Oh boy. Yep, that is quite a lot of damage on Desertor. He picked up the yellow again. Not without falling to Firebot's very accurate shaft right there. Already 41%.
That was just really good pressure from Firebot. Knew exactly what position to take. With the slow reroll, it was a guaranteed kill.
Oh. Yeah. He knows his position, and he was very close to getting fragged on that third frag he actually got out of Desertor, but right on spawn. Desertor did hear what kind of an HP he was on and just decided to go for a very, very aggressive push with a very aggressive weapon. And that's his second frag already, 22 HP remaining. Desertor making some very good pushes with any item he has, basically. Right on spawn. By items, I don't only mean the items that spawn, the major pickets I mean, but also the weapons he gets on spawns. He just makes them work magnificently. Mega is up. Firebot just tries to secure a way for himself to get the Mega there. Oh, no, he's not. He's just completely on the other side of the map, picking up the red. Desertor, ooh, getting a very good pincer. Another one right out of the TP exit before picking up this yellow. Firebot trying to make some kind of an entrance to it, but too little success. Desertor struggling to get a pincer angle here. Will manage with some shaft damage, however. Firebot still gets that red. making him much higher on stack. Not on health, but armor at least. Dazator, does not realize that the TP is also there, and he will fall to Firebot. 2 frag lead for him.
Pretty strong game from Firebot, almost 3 minutes in. Showing good control. Dazator's had a few nice rushes, but nothing that Firebot hasn't been able to repel.
Yeah, very much so. Even though he has died a couple times. Ooh, and there's the 3rd frag lead. Even though he has died a couple times and potentially lost a little bit of control, he has just taken it back magnificently with some very accurate pincers, very good splash rockets. Haven't seen any direct hits so far, but splash damage has been quite magnificent. Ooh boy, a good pincer shot by Firebot on Dazator. Still trying to secure this position for Mega, but to little success. He's taking very, very much damage from the shot by Dazator. But he's very low on HP himself, picking up this red.
See, the pressure from Daz is pretty good, but he can't finish him off. And like by the time that Daz gets a weapon and engages again, Firebot's already stacked up.
Yeah.
So he needs to break that cycle of like damaging him really low and then not finishing off the fight. Because that seems to be what's keeping Firebot in it right now. It's just his ability to restack after a fight.
And now he has been decimated that armor completely, and Firebot has just secured a position for Mega here. Yellow's also up. I don't know if he realizes that. He just tries to go for some damage against Dazator, and he succeeds at it very well.
It's almost strange play from Daz, like playing into Firebot's hand like this. This is exactly what Firebot wants him to do. You know, the way he's sort of rushing around and trying to attack. That was a good attack. That was a good push. He's got a red armor now. He can do something with this.
Yeah, Dazator finally trying to even the odds. Yep, even does so on the next spawn of Firebot.
Mega's up. Them.
Yeah, he does not realize it at all. Firebot coming from below. Trying to lift jump, but realizing Dazator is already coming from above. To pick up the Mega. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's going to be the next frag.
Rush to the red. Firebot's on it.
Oh, no! Just before the red. Did he actually pick it up?
I think Firebot picked it up, yeah.
Yeah, Firebot did pick it up. I was just seeing 0 armor Dazator's side. But he was still low enough on HP to get a frag out of that. But he still does deal that red, and Dazator does end up being on a low stack. Low enough for a couple rockets there. Last one being a direct one. Oh, and there's another one.
There's no way Firebot deserved that.
Well, right on spawn hour, Dazator manages to get the red for himself.
I mean, he got the red, but did he really get the red?
Yeah, I would say that's more like blue armor amount. Somebody should just replace, for this match specifically, that red with blue, because Firebot just always keeps on dealing some hefty damage on it.
Yeah, Daz can't get a clean pickup. Whereas Firebot gets clean pickups.
Yeah.
That's the difference, I guess. Firebot, I believe, is from Lithuania.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, looking at that flag, I recognize it. It's either Latvia or Lithuania. Oh, no. Oh, barely surviving with 16 HP. Both shafts very accurate. Dazator just does not manage to get him down. Firebot again picking up this red.
Good dodging on those rockets.
Very nice dodging. Dazator trying to bombard them from above, and the grenades go directly right into Firebot, but he will still succeed picking up this Mega.
The problem with Dazator is he's doing all his damage after the, before the item pickup for Firebot, so like it doesn't matter. His damage doesn't matter.
Very much so. It's immediately healed by the pickup. Especially if you're already very much full stack. It's just like no difference to you was done with the damage. Yellow's up as well. Mega will be the next pickup to 5-4. Nope. Firebot realizes that something's going on when he's not hearing Dazator. He has pushed him back with such a low HP. And secures the Mega position for himself. Dazator in the meantime picking up the red on the other side of the map, and Firebot just relying on some small armor instead. Dazator, Firebot just heard where Dazator is. got in that step. I thought he was already going to be on yellow's side. That will also be Firebots to pick up, and now he's on such a dominant stack, he ought to just make a push out of this one. Indeed he will. Without taking a hell of a lot of damage, however, in the slow field, he will lose all of his armor, but that will be the frag for him.
It's like, yeah, he's losing all his stack, but Mega's up, Yellow's coming up, and then before long Red will be back up again. Although Daz has done a good job of pushing Firebot off of this, he's going to have to set up for the next Red, grab what scraps he can. Maybe a blue armor if he's lucky.
Firebot's just checking on the blue, and I think it was barely picked up by Desertor just when he spawned over there, but right now he's only got a Mega to deal with. Okay, he's still there. Oh, probably not anymore. Firebot was looking for a pincer angle right there, just realizing that the jump pad hadn't been taken at all. What that rocket was. But it will be golden frag for Firebot right here. It's a 7 frag lead for him. And for the third time, we've seen Skybreak now 3 times.
Yeah.
For the third time, it just ends on the Mega. This time, Desertor wasn't completely cornered there, but very well played by Firebot on the first map. That was indeed his pick. And then we have Casbah picked by Desertor. And see how well he did it against Agent in the Cup 2 weeks ago. Especially in the grand final. He just that was Agent's pick also, and he just took it.
Yep.
Put a magnificent opposition against Agent here, but he still won that cup. And then he decided to take one break out of that. And Desertor was the victor of the last week's cup.
Agent decided to take a break 1 week, and we had the best egg well played final we've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, that was taken to the game 5 between Desertor and Backstein. Even though some of the maps were slightly one-sided, the game 5 was just some deciding factor right there, and it was just down to the last frag, last few seconds even. Yeah, there's already somebody spamming Lietuvas in the chat, so I believe Firebot is from Lithuania. It's not too far away from Finland either. It's just a couple 100 kilometers south.
Nice.
It's right below Estonia and Latvia, which are just a little bit northern. This is indeed Desertor's pick. We're just waiting until both players are ready. It seems that the ping is just not favoring Desertor right now. I saw 100 again on Desertor's ping, but oh, it's 89 again. I'm not sure what Firebot's doing currently. He's just Desertor's fooling around here. Okay, go. I think he's trying to balance Desertor's ping at the moment, but it's still going up above 100 basically, but we're still starting from Desertor. 170 stack, starting with a blue armor. Red has been picked up. Firebot on the other side of the map, most likely has a pincer and a rocket for himself.
Wow.
Surprised the hell out of himself with Desertor's push. Complete sneaky beaky leg after he just picked up that red. And will sure enough secure the first frag for himself. Now Firebot on the other side of the map has picked up the red. Firebot knows the Mega is just a little bit later. All those grenades and the pincer will miss, however, and Desertor will succeed picking up the Mega.
It's a good escape for Daz to get out there with all this stack. Means the red fight should go pretty well for him. Nice. No damage on that red either. Daz with a very commanding lead on the stacks.
Ooh. That is just magnificent. Ooh, damage by Desertor there, and he will be finishing that off. Firebot's just desperately waiting for this Mega, but Desertor has picked it up, knows the timer for it. Firebot with only a single blue armor and some shaft.
The first fight was a bit of a messy fight, which was bad for Daz, but like it happened at the wrong time for Firebot. It's Firebot, sorry. So Firebot gets killed, and then Daz immediately gets the Mega, then immediately goes back to red where it's spawning in just a few seconds. So just bad time for an engagement, really. But those rockets raining down in that shotgun, 32. Down to 32 HP for Dazator. Even after that Mega and red pickup. Firebot in the ceiling just firing from above. And now the tables have certainly turned when it comes to stacks. This next red should be interesting. Nice rail from Daz after the red pickup, but it's not going to matter too much for Firebot.
Yeah, he seriously needs to hit more in a row. It's only 2 in a row. That is 145 damage in total, but he's already... Firebot's already healed the first 70 damage out of that. Just came to the smallest, not the smallest amount of damage, that was quite a lot of damage, but the smallest amount of approaches there when Firebot actually got the control back. As Dazator was not expecting that cubby hole above him, Firebot just fired the rockets from. And suddenly he has the control back. But now the others are slightly synced up more. 2-second difference. Red is still going to be the item they're most likely going to be going for. They're both sneaking by. Firebot has no idea. Neither did Dazator have before he saw Firebot right there. Has picked up the red, but not without taking a pincer hit. That was, fortunately for him, right before that pickup. Doing very good damage here and there. But Firebot now only has control of the Mega, but there's still something, especially when he's still picking out that one blue on the map. And both blues are indeed synced up as well, but red is the next item. At least Firebot is just trying to secure right here. I believe Dazator is not going for it, but yep. Realized that Firebot has picked it up, just trying to make another ambush here. Casbah for Dazator is just a map of ambushes.
Yeah, compared to Skybreak, he's playing this very slowly, very deliberately. Choosing when to reveal himself, when to attack, when to drop. This is not at all like the Skybreak game we just watched. Very careful play here from Daz. Maybe taking a leaf out of the Book of Agent for this map.
Yeah.
Just dashing back and forth between this Mega and red as they are spawning very close together.
Very good pincers by both players there. I believe Dazator will end up worse out of that, especially after Firebot has picked up that red.
I don't know. I think it was a desired outcome for Dazator, to be honest. Because he wants to play slow right now. Look at this. He wants to hide and he wants to catch Firebot off guard. So I think that slow play was better for him, defending the Mega, getting the blue. I don't think he wants a big explosive fight, you know? And that quiet red pickup will be nice for him. Firebot, yeah, I have to
agree, actually. Yeah, the pincer hit he got right there just like made Firebot to fall back on the red, so he slightly has some kind of an idea, or had at least, now that he's also just like picked up the red there. Or like when it spawns.
Yeah. As quickly as Dazator engages, he disengages, backs out of the room.
That's Firebot's again.
Oh, you can't do that. That's not allowed.
Firebot again has picked up the red. And that grenade will sure enough just shatter that armor.
Like, without that ridiculous lucky grenades from Dazator, I don't think he was getting that Mega.
I mean, I was watching the Hatchlings Cup and casting it on Friday as well, and Gecko has those trademark grenades. I think I saw the Dazator has just like taken some lessons out of Gecko's grenades right there. It was very well hit right there. You didn't even see Firebot.
Again, these major items sort of almost synced up. There's just about enough time for Dazator to run in, especially with Firebot behind him like this. He's going to get that red as well. It's going to be a comfy item cycle for Daz.
Yeah. Just needs to make sure that Firebot, oh indeed, he's not spawned on the red, or next to it.
Delaying the red just a little bit to leave enough time between the red and Mega.
Sadly has the wrong weapon in hand right there, but oh, not on this angle. Most of the time, Desertor just keeps his friends close, but the pincer corners even closer.
Nice
and his enemy even closest. Yep.
So he knows he can do that now. With Firebot on the back foot in terms of stack. Can't even get any poke damage on this red pickup.
Yeah, I love the defensive grenades there as well.
Desertor's always delaying the items as well. I don't know if you ever noticed, but he does that quite often, where he'll just sit by an item.
Yeah.
Comfy 10 seconds, 12 seconds between the Mega and Red here.
Yeah, if the items are just synced up enough, Desertor's just trying to go for some slight delay on the items.
Is he gonna make it?
Very good damage by him. 100 stack. However, the shotgun by Firebot will finish that off. But Desertor does not buy that for a bit. He knows that Firebot is just so low on stack. He still decides to fall back for this Mega. Firebot needs some stack for himself.
Yeah, that last red, it was great defensive play from Firebot, but it seemed like he wasn't going to get out with the red, and he barely managed to do that, but then the damage delivered to Desertor and a frag. Like, that's just crazy.
Desertor does not falter after that first frag, however, he still keeps the slow play going on. But Firebot this time. Oh, especially above the corners, Desertor is just indeed going slow and sneaky and very quiet.
Almost gimmicky. Like, okay, you got some splash. Well done.
Yeah. Firebot still has both pickups. Pretty much healed all the damage, especially the grenade bombarding that Desertor did from above a red. TP has been taken, Desertor is just utilizing a smoke wheel ball there just to conceal his next steps, but they won't be concealed anymore after this blue pickup. Firebot knows exactly where he is, but Desertor gets some very good damage on him as well. Missing that second pincer, however, Firebot hitting some pincers of his own. Still going to be higher on stack after this Mega pickup right here, but Desertor knows when red now spawns, Firebot decides to fall back on the blue instead. It's Firebot trying to play the slow game as well, but it's going to be very... okay. Very unknown for where Desertor is actually going to make his push as well. He is low on health. Firebot picks up the blue. Sorry, the red. Still with a very high health as well.
Nice.
Mega has been picked up by Desertor as well. He's practically on spawning health right now. Second pincer in a row, and the third one. We'll finish that off.
Let's go.
Firebot is slightly just taking this back. It's a 2-frag lead suddenly for Desertor. Not a 4-frag one anymore. Oh, yep. Now he's trying to bring in the sort of more aggressive game.
Yeah, this is the Desertor that we saw in the Skybreak back again. Yeah. Look at this aggressiveness. Wow, that rail. Firebot was not expecting that to come from there.
Very small angle for that. Firebot.
Nice grenades.
For burning quite a lot of grenades on one corner right there, but what does he not expect is that Desertor is just completely on the other side of the map.
It doesn't matter now, but he used all of his ammo in that grenade barrage. You forget those grenades cost 2 rockets. So you're doing a big spam like that, you're wasting your entire magazine.
And damage on Desertor, however.
Yeah, huge rockets from Firebot, sorry.
100, around 95 health, and then 150 armor from this blue right now. Desertor just again has picked up the Mega, but is again only at spawning health pretty much. I think that's 150. Well, it's much less now. Firebot secured the blue for himself.
Oh, you can see his feet through the floor. Oh, you can
see it through the planks.
Prometheus.
Going in for the chase as well. Not gonna manage to hit a pincer, but the other side with the shotgun will secure a tying frag for him.
Man, I blame Prometheus. This frag was sponsored by Prometheus. For real though.
That's a Tor. As soon as he spawned, though, he has picked up the red for himself. Firebot just relying on a couple blues here. Oh, there we go. Has picked up the other blue. It was also picked up by him. These 2 pincers in a row.
He wasn't even on the screen.
Third one. Yeah, Desator suddenly, oh boy, he was in the lead for quite some time, playing that slow play magnificently. As soon as he lost control, he's trying to go a little bit too aggressive here, but now he needs to not make too many dangerous engagements as he had done last time.
Yeah, I'm going to switch to Dazator for this last bit. He needs
no problem.
Do something. He's been on top quite a lot this game, and now look, he's just going to throw it away. Gets the red, but what's it worth?
Oh, he's very low on HP.
Somehow manages to get a little bit more stack, but Firebot's just going to come in like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, this is relentless by Firebot, especially right now when he's got that health stack.
Oh,
Pincer hits. Oh, and the rocket.
One more rail? Oh no, he got Mega. Dazator with very little to work with here. Has the red, but Firebot's already there.
Yeah, and he's back on controlling the major pickups, and Desator just really has to make an escape right here. Listen to Firebot where he is. This cubby hole especially is just his favorite spot.
Yeah, he has to really channel his plus back right now. Because Firebot is going to chase. He's going to play around the items, but he's going to chase really hard.
Yeah, well, it will be Desator picking up this Mega this time. The items are desynced again, that direct hit. Surely will mitigate that red.
Yeah, this is the kind of plus back play I'm talking about. Can't afford to eat those though. Nice play for this red. Maybe a little early though.
Very early. Desator just really wants to fall back for a blue or something else instead. He has no idea when this one will spawn, however. There we go.
Yeah, he's looking a bit desperate for items now. I don't know if he's aware. He's definitely not aware of that Mega. Just got picked up. Red and 10.
Ooh, hello.
He's here early, so he's going to take a bunch of damage.
Oh
no.
Grenade will sure enough hit on the wall on Desator. With that single grenade as well, he just secured that position for red.
Yep. Now Daz has nothing again. Probably going to stick around for this Mega, though I'm not sure he knows what the timing of it.
Ooh, yep. I think he's barely not pincerable because Firebot probably hasn't hit too many pincers in a row.
Red's still up though.
Red is still pretty much up. Firebot making a rush for it. Desator's a little bit earlier on it. 40 and 31 in stack. Barely dodged the second pincer with that Firebot. Oh, extra fire! Quite a lot of rockets, but he's slow on HP.
One rocket will do it. Oh my god, how is he alive?
Just going for a pincer, but he's not hitting a single bunch. Splash damage into a pincer, and that will be Firebot's game. My goodness. First map definitely was just Firebots right there.
And that's it. That's best of 3.
Yeah, that was the best of 3 series. Desator managed to do a very good slow game on the early stage of that.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback for Firebot. I really wanted Desator to do well though. It was a kind of I like both these players, so I was hard to choose. But Desator playing almost out of his comfort zone. Between like the difference between his play on Skybreak and then the slow methodical play that we saw on Casbah, it was a stark contrast. But he couldn't hold on to it long enough on Casbah, I don't think. Very well played to Desator.
Yeah, sadly that was pretty much the end of him, basically, as we're not going to see him even in the semifinals, but we will be seeing Firebot versus Backstein in the semifinals at least. And on the other side, it will be Agent versus Kenza. How am I surprised?
I think we'll stick around for the Dazator, sorry, Firebot Backstein game. I think that would be pretty hot.
Firebot.
Dazator, the winner of last week as well.
Oh yeah.
If I remember correctly.
He was, and now he's fallen to Firebot in this series, in the quarterfinals. Firebot, he hasn't actually joined our series before, has he? If he has, then I don't know, like what his performance has been. First he won against Distant Light on Skybreak, then he won the first map against Desator on Skybreak with a very dominant score. And then this very, very close game against Desator, taking the control back and the frags back. Scored a 2-0 in the quarterfinals. But now we will be joining Backstein's and Firebot's game. Sort of seems Backstein's already banned Monolith. And Firebot's banning Raya. I think he... Actually, no, that was Raya. That was Casbah right there. But we have yet to see like what Firebot has for Casbah. Will they actually just ban or pick it? Because that sort of looks... It wasn't just like... looking very comfortable at the very early stages of that game against Desator, but yeah, he did take it back very, very well.
Alright then, just wait for these two to do the picks. This is another semi-final match.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Agent and Kanza are still waiting for us as well when we're finished with this semi-final.
We probably won't see Agent Kanza. They started a while ago.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be this match then directly into the final. I wonder if it will be Agent or Kanza in the final. Who knows? Too close to call.
But Firebot, yeah, I don't know, it might have seen Backstein's game against Pavel with Raya and decided how well, since how well Backstein played on Raya, just decided to ban it.
Backstein picks Amberfall.
That is going to be an interesting match. So far, what we've seen in eggwp, I mean, I can definitely tell that this is a community favorite map and dual maps. But so what we've seen in Amberfall and these series is just very much one-sided control. It's very hard to play out of control in Amberfall, especially when there's just 3 blues around, nothing else. You just have to control at least 2 to get a real solid control against a Mega and the other blue pickup.
Alright, here we go. We have our 3 maps, Skybreak, Amberfall, and Bioplant.
Alright. Skybreak, once again, Firebot's pick, seeing how he has performed in this map already. It's no surprise that it will actually be his pick, but we'll also see how Backstein will fare against him. Backstein did win against Pavel in this map. That was the second time that game was just finished on that Mega corner. Stupid Mega corner every single time. So we'll see how good of an opposition Firebot is against him in Skybreak. He's even making sure that the stream is ready. He says, "I like music" on Deathmatch TV. Both seem to be very happy about that. I guess I'm starting from Firebot. Plasma gun start, yellow. On the other side, Backstein had picked up, yep, he has finally picked up the red as well. He just picked up the blue and the red before that. I was just trying to find out where Backstein is. Yep, trying to find some corners for damage. And he's still there. Barely did not take the TP, but stayed on the same level just to escape back to... Back to the blue armor. Knowing that Backstein had just picked up the blue there, Firebot is expecting the red to be here as well. Indeed it is. Oh, the damage by the rocket. Firebot has been given away his position. Backstein still did not pick up this mega, but still got a very good first frag out of Firebot, and the second one inside 10 seconds. Firebot got the yellow spawn again with the plasma gun, presumably, and then Backstein here just falling back for the red. Tries to listen to where Firebot is just going around, going sneaky beaky like again. Oh, there he is. That accuracy with that shaft. 164 stack, full spec for the mega. Yellow's up as well. Backstein's just really wants this red instead, which will be picked up by Firebot this time. Good direct, good pincer. Will Chef finish that off? No, it will not. Firebot surviving with 9 HP after all that damage and gets a pincer finish on Backstein. Five more seconds until red. It will be the next pickup wave will be seen to be contested here. Bombarded grenades, and Firebot's quickly out of ammo because of that. Backstein sure enough picks it safely enough. 75 armor and 100 HP right now for Firebot.
I wonder if he knows how little rockets he has.
Yeah, he wasn't even going for the rocket pickup. I saw that myself. It's just probably not realizing how low he is indeed on rockets. Moderate enough shaft damage on Backstein, but he has secured himself the mega. Just to get some damage, gets the pincer hit on Firebot. Secures himself the yellow. Another pincer from above. How does he find these angles?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Picks up the mega. And the blue right afterwards, just trying to go for the red next. There it is. There's no contest. Firebot. Probably, I don't know if Backstein just hit 2 pincers in a row, but he's not pincerable even for 80 damage. Picks up the yellow. Could do a moderately good push here against Backstein. Well, not a push, but like if he can find some angles for damage, he might even survive the retaliation. Ooh, very good angle for Rocket. Does not hit, but the pincer sure enough does a second one in a row.
Nice. That was really calm, like aiming from Firebot. No panic in his aim whatsoever right there. And this is such good slow play on such a, I wouldn't say such a fast map, because we do see really low scoring games here sometimes. Also, that was a sick rail. But like Firebot, very comfortable just to let Backstein be on whichever side of the map he wants. Firebot's happy just to stay on the other side of the map. Just wants to let Backstein run around and do what he wants while he grabs all the scraps, all the shards, all the, you know, health files, and a red.
Backstein, very dominant on the health side. Has picked up the yellow as well. Now he's just really looking to make a push out of this one. Pincers hit. Another one misses, however, Firebot will land one himself. Meg is up as well. Oh no, the slow field is gonna make things troublesome for Firebot here. He's not gonna pick up the Mega, and Backstein looking for a pincer angle here.
That's a good
for the red.
Like standing his ground there and taking aim, even when he's on such a low stack. Most players would have just run straight for the red like a beeline, and that would have let Backstein just like rail him in the back, or worse, shaft and then a rail or a rocket, and it would have been over. But Firebot stands his ground with like half stack, if that, in the middle of a room while Backstein has the higher ground. That's really bold play from Firebot, and it worked out.
I'm sure at least it mitigated that Mega pickup he just did there, and Mega indeed will be the next pickup we'll be fighting for. Backstein, defensive shaft and rockets just to secure the Mega for himself, and Firebot will end up very, very bad out of that. Backstein will get it.
Almost timing those shards.
Yeah. It was the smoke weeble there. I'm not sure if Baxton's just trying to... Oh, that's the smoke weeble, yeah. So we're concealing his actions when he's actually picking up the red and what angle he's just taking.
So yeah, noticing a little bit of a pattern here in Firebot's gameplay. He seems to let his opponents run their item cycle if they want, while dealing damage and keeping them at arm's length until like they make a mistake. So until Baxton makes a mistake on his cycle, that's when Firebot strikes. And he's let him have a yellow, which is mistake enough, I guess.
Yep. Especially with this accuracy and the amount of damage Firebot is doing here. The pincer will hit on his side, but so will be on Baxton's on the second time. They were both pretty much on the same amount of stack after that fight.
I'm pretty sure Firebot gets a 10% buff and aim when he walks backwards. That seems to be how he does it anyway.
Baxton still has picked up this Mega here for his troubles. The second pincer in a row hit on him.
But yeah, if anyone ever wants to learn how to play out of control, this is how it's done.
Yeah.
Firebot giving you a masterclass right now. But he's got a bit of stack now, he's got some wind in his sails, he wants some blood or grease or whatever it is. Excellent dodging from Baxton, and I love when people dodge without dodging. So Baxton just stood against the wall because Firebot's going to be aiming slightly out, like in the middle. And he just stands there and doesn't move. It's so clever. It's so cheeky.
Also, it could be the walking animation as well that just like distracts the opponent as well. It's like it was moonwalking to the wall there. That's what it was done. Yellow's up. Blue will be up for Firebot over here. I'm not sure. Yeah, Baxton's just looking for a red right about now, trying to take it for himself, and Mega will be Firebot.
If you look at this now, Firebot has just flipped the tables without even getting a frag. Firebot has gone from being, you know, out of control, running on scraps, to forcing Baxton into that position without even fragging him. So Baxton's now, you know, picking up those shards that we saw Firebot picking up earlier. He's skulking around in the corridors where we saw Firebot earlier. So yeah, really, to do all that without even making a frag is impressive, I think.
Very much so, and he still has time to make one.
Oh, absolutely.
He wants it to be tied, or even wants it to be on his favor in the golden frag.
Yeah, Firebot is in absolutely no kind of rush right now. Just calm, collected play. Not that Baxton isn't capable of that, you know, he does that as well.
Oh, he's been controlling one major pickup, at least, all the time. We're seeing that even now. He has picked up the red. Mega's just in the next part, but that will be spawning Baxton on the other side of the map, just looking for Firebot. Cannot see him, takes the Mega. Firebot once again out of control with the major pickups, tries to go for the next red pickup here, doing quite a magnificent amount of damage on Baxton, but that was right before the red. He sort of healed up his armor back with that. And we'll fall back for the yellow. Has pretty good health with that armor stack as well.
Red and the Mega synced up.
Oh yes they are. But Firebot's just eager to go for a red this time. Baxton desperate against this accuracy of the damage with the shaft by Firebot. That will be Firebot's red over there.
Yeah, had the stack to bully his way in, although not going to manage to get on the Mega. But with 100 armor, he's quite happy. Make that 150.
Yeah, very much so. He also has the blue pick up here. Health-wise, he's doing alright. Baxton bombarding that area with the shaft and the rockets. 38 HP remaining after that encounter. He's healed up with some armor. He really needs his health, and Mega health is just what is spawning next. Right after this blue, of course.
Something I notice about Firebot's play, sometimes he just puts up a fucking wall and says, "You shall not pass." Doesn't he? Like, sometimes he's just like, no,
pretty much so.
I'm standing my ground here, and you will either You know, I mean, you'll run away or you'll break yourself on me, but Backstein, with a messy rocket fight, manages to take the frag.
And he just takes some time out of Firebot's potential here to score the frags into a tie, and it will be, at the moment, at least 15 seconds until we get to golden frag.
Yeah, as much as I am talking up Firebot's game plan here, he is still now 2 frags behind. We're almost 11 minutes in, it's golden frag any second now.
But given the time, he has already just like kept Backstein at 2 frags.
Wow.
There we go, as soon as Backstein goes golden frag.
That was a bad time for Backstein to die. I think he wanted that engagement as it went to golden frag, but I don't think he quite knew what he was getting himself in for.
Yeah, and again, Backstein, as soon as he just realized that, oh no, I really want this frag, I really want this last frag, and he wanted to go for a very aggressive push on the next spawn, but even taking so much damage, he hasn't even got too many pickups here. Blue will also be Firebots to be picked up, and yellow's spawn on the other side of the map. Backstein will rely on that, but Firebot with this health stack.
Yeah, almost on full stack. Got Backstein in a corner. Manages to let him escape though.
Ooh.
Not without damage, and he can't get the rocket jump through the smoke. Oh, this is messy.
Oh no.
He doesn't want that fight.
Yeah, so
2 frags, sorry, 2 rockets and the game would be over. So he does not want that fight. Smart play to back off.
And Firebot also realizes that red is also up, so why am I not backing off of that?
Yeah.
To that. Backstein now. I think that's 125 health or so, or 150 maybe, and has picked up the yellow and maybe a blue for himself. Firebot. How's a red? 300 stack. All that is missing from this is just a very confident push against Backstein, who is, I think, pretty much equal in stack with that yellow. 2 pincers in a row.
Wow.
3 with that angle. That will sure enough make Backstein fall back. He's trying to go for a red pickup here.
That was really, really good slow weeble placement as well, right in the middle of the room.
Oh,
Didn't really catch Backstein inside it, but it was more for us to deny Backstein's options. You know what I mean? To deny him access to that left jump, basically, is what he's done with that slow weeble. Not that Backstein would have taken that kind of aggressive option, but covering his bases is good play.
But Firebot again, pretty much over 300 stack right now. Backstein has picked up himself the yellow. I think the stacks are pretty much even. Actually, just has more health, and Firebot just has more armor. Until Backstein just makes some kind of a push out of this. He's trying to find Firebots, just picking up this next red.
Firebot isn't too committed to this fight. He doesn't have any squeebles, no way to aggress down. Happy just to back off and take the mega. I think
the items were synced up enough.
Get that red. It was just a matter of how much damage Firebot could poke at him. Sorry. Go on.
Oh, TP goes wild. Firebot hears that, but deals no damage. Oh no. Yeah, that was an unfortunate rocket from Backstein right there to Firebot, and that slow field weeball will secure some angles to deal some shaft damage and finish that game off. Silly move, says Firebot.
Yeah, I mean, you play that careful for that amount of time, and then one mistake is all it takes.
But very well played by Firebot as well. That was just taking those sort of slow approaches to Backstein's pickups, even securing the pickups as well. Now we're on Emberfall, which is Backstein's pick. And Emberfall, as we've seen in the series, has been very much sort of more one-sided. At least it has been very hard to play out of control when you're just even dealing with only 1 blue armor right now, which Firebot...
What? How do you hit that rail?
I have no idea.
Someone minus that damage. He's not alive.
Or just add that amount of health to Backstein's health. 97.
Can we get an admin in here to overturn that decision?
Last Nick. Alright, 5 seconds to Mega. One blue is spawning. 4 fire, but right about now, just less than 100 HP, especially after that rocket. Backstein, however, not looking too good on armor-wise. He is just relying on small health pickups. Finally gets 1 blue out of that. Firebot picked up 1 blue on one of the... actually, the Mega. I was about to say one of the Mega pickers. There's only 1 on each map. What am I talking about? Backstein using a smoke Weeball to get another Weeball right there. Firebot knows what's going on. I don't know if he heard the puff or just the 1 millisecond long weep from the Weeball, but he realized what's going on. Ooh, gets some very good pincer hits before and after the Mega pick up 38 HP, but Backstein gets a very good angle before he can actually... Firebot can actually restock on health with that 50. Ooh, but the shaft is just relentless by Firebot. Is going for some damage, and Backstein gets a very good angle for pincer there right when he just backs off. Blue. Oh, I
he just shot through the floor, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Quite surprised how Backstein is just hitting some of these pincers, but he manages to get the Mega again. Okay, and again. Oh my god. 4 in a row. He's got a 2-0 lead with those pincer hits alone. He's most of the time. With the blue pickups, he's doing magnificently on the stack as well, together with the Mega. Here's where Firebot is going. He has little to no armor to work with right now. Okay, he knows. Firebot's completely cornered right about now. Very little health after that encounter. Blue armor helped to survive for a couple more seconds before Backstein got him down with a rocket. Picks up the Mega again. Ooh, yep. Knows where one of the blues is. Knows where Firebot's steps are, so the splash damage will deal some damage and the pincer will hit. Grenades go through the TP. So does some of the plasma. He's dealing quite a number of damage with the plasma. Enough though. 100 HP on Backstein after that shaft fight from Firebot. Void Cannon's out. Hitting pretty much nothing. The armor shots, it's a 225 stack on Backstein. Firebot does get the Mega. I believe he's there's the same sort of stack. Oh, cool. Yep. Firebot, I don't know if he heard the jump up, but he heard the next jump by Backstein, and the smaller health pickups right there. And now he's completely cornered right here, so Lowfield Weeble will engage on Firebot.
Nice escape. I like that.
And he will escape down to the water, presumably. Backstein only having to deal with some armor pickups right about now. It's 125 health pickup. He's now one to pick that up if Firebot's just like ambushing him. Firebot now looking solid on control. His armor's completely revoked by that shaft and the rocket. Right now, what he has dealt with that Meg after that fight is just some spawning health. That's what he has. The splash damage could not be any better by Backstein, and yeah, the next Mega will spawn for him.
Massive,
right
massive.
on spawn! Backstein, how do you do this?
He's done that one before, you know he has.
He's sort of surprised enough that he positioned himself barely well enough for that Firebot spawn.
I wonder how experienced Firebot is at playing this map, because he seems to be, like he's making the kind of plays that he wouldn't have made in the previous map.
It is very curious. He had the Mega in control for quite some time, but he just could not make anything like any pushes with it. Backstein. Oh, hello there. Firebot's waiting on the other side of the door. I'm just gonna pull back on this blue right here. Oh no, I'm taking a lot of damage right now. Machine gun is coming out. 2 more bullets and that will be it. Firebot finally gets his first frag. I do like it though. Previously, when we just saw games being played on Ember 4 in this series, whoever picked up the Mega and 1 blue armor was just, at a time at least, was just the freaking domination of the map, basically. Oh, was playing very well in control. Or the one out of control of Mega, at least the one that had just one blue armor in control, was just like losing. But Backstein this time, he has controlled 2 blue armors, and Firebot has controlled the Mega and 1 blue armor. And Firebot is the one that is just very much trailing in frags right now. 6 frag lead for Backstein.
I think we have a Capelli fan in the chat.
Who is it? I can't look at chat right now. This game is just too intense. Although nothing's much happening right now. Firebot has picked up the 2nd blue for himself with the Mega. He's looking pretty good on stack. Backstein now. I think he's just fallen back for quite a lot of armor shards for himself. That's at least one of those armor shard places equals to 25 armor. It's 5 armor shards in a row.
Can I just say, with all due respect, Backstein's shaft ain't up to much today. It really isn't.
Oh, 24 HP. Woohoo! Those rockets by Backstein, though, they are just completely on a different level.
Rockets are good, yeah.
And the pincers sometimes as well, especially the angles he finds with that. 31 HP. That water is just not the place you want to be in, but Firebot, whoop! Falls back for a while, then realizes, oh, he's back. Okay, I'll
I don't know, that first drop in the water looked like... That looked next level. That looked really clever, but I don't think he meant to do it. But it was like the perfect escape, and then he comes back up just to get shot.
Firebot, however, does not have a pincer for himself. Backstein just dropped out of the water there just to pick up a pincer for himself, but Firebot has a 66% on the pincers, 32% on LG. Not as good as Rockets. Well, on Rockets as Backstein, however.
Yeah, Backstein's always had really good rockets. I don't think he's ever been known as a sort of hit scanner, you know?
Six frag lead. Firebot has the stack.
He almost seems unsure of himself.
Yeah, very much so. It's just like even though he has the major health here,
he's not doing anything with it, really.
Yeah, very much so. It's just like
he's not being proactive. Just kind of reactionary to whatever Backstein's doing.
Yeah. He's just constantly listening to wherever he's going, and now
I guess he's just trying to catch him out and have some like uneven fights in his favor.
Yeah.
I think that's what he wants.
Although now before, I don't know if we've seen too many encounters like that where where some player just catches somebody off guard.
Neither of them can hit any shots.
Yeah.
Well, that's a weird position that Firebot just put himself in.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was hoping for to come from that. But yeah, desperate times, I guess. Golden frag we're now in for Backstein. Firebot has 7 frags to make up.
And 84 HP.
Oh.
Ooh, does hit a pincer. He's just looking for that angle if he's just coming up those stairs again. 8-1 is the score right now. And Backstein has again picked up the Mega. Wish I could actually see the pickups that both of these players have done. Very good pincer by both. Well, but we'll end up being worse out of that. He's just waiting for this blue again. Armor shards will put him up to 100. And 150 with that second blue.
That would be max armor stack for this map.
Yeah.
Given that there is no reds.
Yeah, or yellows to even put you up to 175.
Yeah.
And then there's Backstein, who has pretty much picked equally amount of armor, but he just has the control on Mega. Blows up again.
Oh no, fireball.
Why
Look
don't
at this. That was... Yeah. That was a really bad final fight. I don't think Fireball was expecting that in the least. He just kind of rolled over and died at the end there.
And I have no idea what Fireball was even supposed to do on that side of the map right there. He had max armor pretty much. I mean, he was still waiting for the armor shards over there for max armor stack, I guess, but he still didn't even pick them up. I don't know what he was trying to do with that. He already had quite a bunch of armor. He was still just like sneaking on that very corner, that last frag. But that will be Backstein's best of 3 series.
So we move on to the grand final, Backstein versus Agent. We've been here before.
Oh, yes. So it seems that Agent won Kansas 2-0 in maps. And Agent decided to make a return to these series. It just took a break for a while. So like, let somebody else win. 250 euros in total is what I can deal with. Very well. Very well. And suddenly, he's back again. It's like, I don't know. Want to win another 5 in a row, maybe.
It was nice to have a break from Agent. No disrespect, of course, but...
No.
You know, it's a bit of a wash. It's a bit of a walkover when Agent's here.
But indeed, it will be the grand finals, and I believe we're just not going to have any breaks in the moment. It's just immediately starting. Agent starting with a ban. Overgrowth. And this will be a best of 5 game as well, so there were 2 bans first, and then we're picking maps until nothing remains. Backstein's just thinking his map picked through.
Goodbye, Overgrowth.
Yeah.
I hope Backstein drops. Okay. He didn't. I was going to say. I hope he drops Amberfall.
Yeah. It's going to be Monolith. Casbah is picked by Agent.
I think everyone saw that coming. Probably Amberfall pick for Backstein, maybe?
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, yes, there it is.
And I actually had Skybreak pick for Agent. Watch me. Watch me now.
Good predictions. So I actually had nothing else from Backstein in mind than just Amberfall myself. He did so well against Firebot. But that was pretty much the only Amberfall game we've also seen this game. But we will be seeing it second time in the grand final as well. Rhea picked by Agent.
Alright, it's going to be Skybreak or... Skybreak.
Yep. That was something else. And the last map we have here as well is going to be Biome Plant if we get to the second decider game as well. Casbo, Amberfall, and Rhea is the maps that we will be seeing.
Oh, the bot's broken.
Oh, not again. Skybreak, no check mark. Well, it doesn't much matter. It's the grand finals already. We have decided the maps. Casbah will be the first map, and we already saw quite a game by Desertor and Firebots, but sadly it's Desertor out of this tournament. It will be Backstein versus Agent this time. But it was 2 weeks ago when Agent still was here. And even though he did win the tournament back then as well, what a surprise. He still was taking his own map by Desertor, and it was this map specifically. And this is, again, Agent's pick. As it was 2 weeks ago as well. We just have to yet to see what kind of opposition Backstein can put against him. And we're starting from Agent. Almost next to Blue Rocket. Going for the red, pretty much Backstein. Going for a very aggressive push, and he probably has one blue behind him, but does not even pick the Mega. And that will be Agents to pick up. He has completely revoked the armor stack of Agent, however.
Yeah, I didn't see where Backstein spawned, but that seemed like a really weird push in the beginning.
Yeah, he only had one blue behind him. Agent, however, had just pretty much almost double the stack. However, on this red... Very messy. I mean, Smoke Weeble made that even messier, perhaps. But Backstein will be taking the the red this time, and 6 seconds until Mega will be the next fight we most likely will be having Agents up there with a blue ready. These rockets by Backstein will be juggling Agent to oblivion right there, making that a second frag for Backstein already inside the first minute. This is the sort of action we want out of a grand final. Very frantic. Very intense. Sometimes even very messy. Keeps on hitting these pincers 3 in a row.
I can't believe he was so slow going for that last one and he still hit it.
Red will be up, but it will not be for Agent as Backstein's just itchy trigger finger with that pincer. Quite fast as well, just hitting that.
2 more.
But Agent,
Two more.
Yeah, exactly. 2 more pincers, and that would do it for Agent. But never mind, he has actually picked up both blues this time, and he did pick up the Mega just before he engaged Backstein on that first fight on the next spawn. He's only got a bit over 100 stack right about now. These pincers, though, he is hitting some of them.
What is
He's low on health. I have no idea what the Agent's push is, but Backstein's just not too accurate on his rockets anymore.
Like, there's no way Agent should have made that push, and there's no way Backstein should have survived, and there's no way Agent should have survived, and yet they both survived. Agent made the push. Nothing that should have happened there happened, and then everything went wrong for every party. So weird. It's a really weird engagement.
All is wrong.
But also right.
It still will be a 2-frag lead for Backstein, nevertheless. Agent did pick up the red. 5 seconds until the next Mega. Agent just... because the items are almost pretty much synced up, he will be falling back for the red again. Backstein looking for an angle for these blues. I think Backstein just heard him right behind. Oh, there he is. Misses that pincer. He gets these magnificent angles, but basically the most open angles he gets for pincers, he just doesn't hit. But the most narrow angles he can actually get for the pincers, he actually hits. And Backstein, again, a messy fight with that Smoke Weeble. We'll get still that red armor of there. Agent, I believe, with that blue armor picked up, and some armor from the previous pickups as well will still be much better, but not after that amount of damage.
Oh my God.
16 HP on Backstein after that fight, and Agent just not buying that for a bit. Right behind the pillar, right there. The bricks have him covered. Still hits this pincer.
It was a really nice dash attempt, like dodge by Agent, but Backstein's too quick on that trigger.
Is 4-1 in the score, and Mega is the next pickup right here. Items are synced up by 5 seconds. Desynced, I mean. An Agent has fallen back for the red, realizing that he could do nothing about this. Oh, but Backstein is now finally completely cornered. That will be the second frag for Agent. And right out of spawn, before even able to pick up the blue, Agent manages to get quite a devastating pincer right there. Red will be his again. Backstein, yep, sort of hears the steps by Agent there, tries to make a push here on the Mega. Backstein doing some very defensive plasma. Oh, goes for the push with the shaft,
no
but
way.
still manages. He gets the kill with the Smoke Weeble.
Backstein's happy about that.
Yeah, very much according to the in-game chat, he seems to be very happy about that. And Backstein still gets the red. 1 frag difference. Agent has been slowly taking this game to a comeback.
You know, given the fact that this is Agent's map pick, and not only his map pick, but his flagship map. Let's be honest. Baxtein's doing a great job.
He is doing magnificently right now.
This is looking really good for Baxtein.
Yeah, with that red and with that blue, he has picked up more stack than Agent has with that single blue right now. And that pincer will completely mitigate, or if not completely revoke that armor by Agent.
Both major items exactly synced.
Oh yes, they are.
Interesting engagement.
Yeah, Baxtein still wants to go for this raid for at least some damage, but will not manage to do it.
But they both get a clean major item pickup at least out of that.
Yeah.
Mega's going to be, well, sorry, Red's going to be the next up. Baxtein has to rotate.
It's going to be Agent here. Oh, getting more damage on the first few seconds on this encounter.
Nice movement.
Oh, and that pincer.
Yeah, excellent movement from Baxtein to get him into that position to take the red and push Agent off. I don't think Agent wanted to give that one up. Back to the Mega. This is good play.
Very good. And Agent is nowhere to be seen right now. He's just picking up blue armors at the moment. Misses that pincer. Baxtein hits slight shaft damage over there. Red will be his.
Delay the reds by a bit. 5 seconds between Red and Mega.
Oh, but Agent, oh yeah, in that corner, I was about to say he was listening for that pickup right above Baxtein. Probably looking at that cubby hole.
He knows exactly when the Mega's coming.
And third and fourth pincer hit in a row. He's going for the chase. Very low health, Agent.
Nice.
And there we go.
Good awareness to know that he wasn't going to, keep running straight.
Oh, and even denying the Mega.
What?
Here we go. Red is also up. It was up at the same time. And the items are still pretty much synced. Desynced by 3 seconds only. Agent manages to slightly even the stacks with those very good defensive rockets. What is that? 5th pincer in a row by Baxtein. 90 damage. Red will be up for Agent, it seems, and Baxtein is going to give that away. He feels comfortable with this sort of armor stack. He just defends this Mega to the teeth.
Yeah, excellent slow reload.
Oh, and very, very, very low both players, and that will be a trade. Agent will self-terminate pretty much, and that will pretty much favor Baxtein here, although looking at the spawns, Agent's just already on this red, and Mega will not spawn anytime soon. Baxtein, actually, Agent did pick up the first blue armor, very good pincer. Going for the second blue.
He's got the full stack, well, not full stack, but he's got a good stack, he's got good weapons, all the major weapons. This is his chance now to bring it back. He can't let it slip from here. So he needs to stay on this item control, needs to stay on the Baxtein control. 4 seconds to get to red, he's cutting it really close, Baxtein's going to be there. Or not. Baxtein is behind him actually in the... Yep, there we go.
Oh, yep, there he is. Indeed. Oh, but he's very low.
Massive damage. Probably a mistake from Baxtein to creep up one Agent like that.
Some very good damage from the rockets by Agent, and the pincer second hit in a row. Third one will not be because he feels more with shaft.
Agent's going to opt for the red. Is he going to get to the Mega in time? Not quite. Agent managing to... Sorry, Baxtein pushing him off with that rocket launcher.
Yeah. And the third pincer will also miss.
Good item control from Agent, getting on that blue. Takes a rail for his trouble, but it's fine. Keeps Baxtein off the armor. Not that one though.
Ooh.
Baxtein with his foot in the door just has to make something happen.
And he has both the Mega and red control right now. Mega will be spawning next for him. Agent sort of trying to slowly pick up this blue. Small splash damage on Baxtein is not going to be enough. You're going to hit those rockets more directly if you really want some great damage out of that. Agent falls back for the red.
The last time I saw Agent on this map and he wasn't in the driving seat, I believe he was extremely hungover. I wonder if he was drinking last night.
I have no idea, but oh my goodness, the rockets.
Agent's comeback is denied. On his own map, on his home map.
Very much so.
Like no one gets to call Casbah their house except Agent, really though. And here he is giving it to Backstein.
But the same was against Desertor. Desertor took Agent's Casbah.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago as well when they were.
I think people are figuring it out. Starting to unlock the key. I don't know about that. They found the key to unlock Agent's defensive play on Casbah.
Just could be. Golden frag it is. Indeed it is for Backstein. Has picked up. Oh, hello there, Agent. Quite a number of damage, and it will be Backstein's frag. They both get frag, but that will indeed favor Backstein, obviously, with that golden frag. Very, very good game by Backstein.
Yeah, insane
Goodness.
stuff.
I'll be dead. First it was Desertor, then it was Backstein taking Agent's Casbah. And now it will be Backstein's pick, which is Amberfall.
Apologies for any FPS issues on the stream. Apparently, I can't run this map very well on high settings.
Wow. I don't know what it is. It could be just the size of the map, but I don't know. This feels like the same sort of size as... yeah, what is it? Maybe Skybreak. It may be a bit too wider than Skybreak or even Casbah. And Agent, great entry already against Backstein. Well, did he even... I think he did pick up the Mega there. 2 blue armors. Yes, restacked from... 1 more blue armor. There's armor shards, and here comes another one. Aggressive Plasma.
I'm gonna switch back over to Backstein and just mind. I'm gonna keep watching Agent.
Yeah, he has picked up the Mega.
Oh, I love it when Agent looks at the Void Cannon and then doesn't pick it up. He always does it.
Nah, screw that weapon. He's probably saying it to himself. It's like, I am not picking up this weapon.
That's shaft through the smoke. Yeah, it's
I have no idea.
For Agent, it's the Avoid Cannon.
Mega again spawning. 100 armor stack. This time didn't even take a look at the Void Cannon. He probably takes a look at it at the very first time he sees it on the map in the match. And he's just like, I am not picking up that. Backstein, oh, we have been heard picking up the blue on that balcony area there. 3-0 for Agent. Looking pretty good on a stack. Backstein, ooh, picking up himself some smaller health bonus pickups. Boost him up above 100 health. He even has the Mega for himself, but Agent now with the higher armor stack. Oh, and some higher health than 100, especially with the lower armor that Backstein has. Manages to get Backstein to health stack pretty much, and 100 health to be exact. My goodness. Still gets armor shards into... Oh, there we go. Even denies the 3rd blue from Backstein. He is dealing with barely above 100 health right about now. Agent gets the Mega. Gets some moderate damage against Backstein to look at that. Ooh. 1 blue armor at least mitigated, and now he's got his armor completely revoked. Backstein, however, gets fragged after that. But he should know. Oh, should know that he is indeed very low. Backstein only has rockets to work with over there. On the platforms, but through the teleporters and the mid-air. 69 HP after the fight, and he will get the Mega for himself. First frag for Backstein. Agent try to deal some damage on him, denying some armors. Through the fences come some rockets which are not hitting it at all. Backstein gets the pincer for himself, deals some small shaft damage. On the stairs can both rockets, dealing nothing. Vaccine again will be at a 250 stack. Agent, however, if he has the lower health, he will be picking himself some 150 armor. Vaccine here. Once again, around 250. Slowfield Weebo will engage. 2 pincers in a row. Probably from both players as well. Agent.
Oh,
no!
God, that drop
I was about to say
rocket.
much lower stack. Not anymore. 15 HP on Backstein. Fall back for this 50 pickup.
That rocket placement from Agent was 200 IQ.
It's indeed well done just to mitigate the stack, but he has no idea that Backstein is looking right above him. Devastating rockets from below. He self-terminates. Loses his frag. Will put Agent back into a 4-frag lead. Sort of needs to know next time where exactly the grate area is over there, so that he could shoot through the grate properly. Right now, no, that's not gonna look good for Backstein, especially with that sort of stack he had to deal with. While Agent here didn't get the mega pickup, but he has quite a bunch of armor for himself.
I really would have favoured Backstein on this map. It's a weird change of dynamics. Agent losing Casbah and now winning Amberfall.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Agent's just really lusty for revenge right now. You're not taking my Casbah, I'm taking your map back. Indeed. Oh boy, Backstein again self-terminates, but realizes how low Agent really is. Trying to go for the Mega. He spawns right next to it as well, so he just... Oh, hello. Going for another frag, perhaps?
Nice.
Oh, yes, he is. Smoke Weeball helps for his troubles against that shaft.
He backs up into that smoke so that Agent can't shoot him. Because Agent has the... he's got the shaft out, you know what I mean? Which is like the least effective weapon when you're firing into...
the smoke, exactly.
Smoke, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, smart play from Backstein there, good footwork.
Looking for Agent here if he's surprising the hell out of Backstein. They're picking up that Mega. He's not. Agent's just too busy stacking up some armor for himself. Seems to be very comfortable with just 100 health. But, dodging these pincers by Backstein is just gonna be a hard time for him. Oh, right above.
He knew he was going to get pushed through that teleporter as well. That was good.
Yeah, he just forcefully took it. Agent just this time took the Backstein solution from firing from the grate there, but not self-terminating at least. But this next fight is going to be very interesting. Agent now put up to a very low HP indeed.
Yeah, Agent's
Backstein tries to sneak back.
Agent's awareness of his opponent's movements are like really a cut above the rest. Like every time Backstein tries to run through a corridor, he always gets met with some rocket splash, you know what I mean, by Agent.
Yeah.
Agent always knows where he is.
Backstein still has 2 minutes and 40 seconds to, at the moment at least, tie the support. Buy himself some time at least with dealing some frags himself. Make that now 2 minutes and... oh, exactly 2 minutes. Oh, even less now. Agent now keeps on with the frag fest right now. Backstein does not even mind anymore. Goes for the melee.
I think that might be it for Amberfall.
Just said it. It was 2 minutes and 40. Now it's suddenly 1 minute. Not even that. It's just like barely more than 30 seconds.
That's what happens.
There's just what is it? The caster's curse. That's what it is.
I feel no. It's the broadcaster's blessing. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's exactly what it is. Oof. Oh, hello. Through the smoke, yep.
How do you even...
I have no idea how he even found Backstein over there. But he had the right weapon out this time, not the shaft, but the rocket launcher.
Alright, put him out of his misery.
Yeah, Backstein's like, okay, get me the hell out of here. I want the next map. Yeah, Agent really did not like that Backstein just took his map, so he's taking his map. Right here, right now.
Agent is legitimately timing those.
Yeah.
Or he just has him synced with the blue, maybe. Either way, smart.
But it gives you...
There's a lot of armor there as well, like in those shards. What did you say?
How much
like
does it give you?
25 earlier?
Yeah, 25. I think.
So 25 plus a blue? That's a big stack. On a map that only has blues.
As well as the second blue right next to them. Backstein, oh, this time picking the armor shards for himself. Heal some moderate damage on Agent, but that's not going to be enough, as it will be quickly healed up back to 100 and 150. And 200, well, 350 now that with that mega in total. Eight frag difference, but Agent just should make a push out of here. Backstein just watching for a perfect angle to deal some damage here. There's some moderately good damage on him actually, but he still did not pick up the blue. Just made sure that I could actually just heal this damage back up. And I still have some mega health left, so... Ooh, very good pincer, however, by Backstein. A very good corner. I believe the stacks are pretty much even now with Backstein's armor pickups, but less health, and Agent's mega health pickup, but less armor. If I may take a look at Backstein at the moment, ooh, he gets pincered. Slightly rocketed as well. Second pincer by Agent will miss. Backstein now falling back to another wee ball here, and will secure the mega for himself. Agent's on a slow field right about now. Ooh, we'll catch a pincer as well. Ooh. Oh, the blue armor pickup, and that will be Agent's frag. His Backstein's just struggling in the water. Yeah, Agent was really not happy taking, like, with his map taken by Backstein, and the next map picked by Agent. It's gonna be his pick. I guess we're starting from him as well. Starts from the red. Backstein pretty aggressive with that pincer, or the first the machine gun, and then just like he got the pincer there. He did get probably one hit out of that. But he finally does pick up the mega. Both of the blues, I believe. Agent. Okay, slow field. Gonna make Agent very troublesome push here. Pulls back one of the blues, and Backstein just looking very good. Bringing up that mega health. It didn't even receive much damage when apprehending that red armor pickup that Agent did. Agent's trying to do the same to Backstein right now. And Backstein still hasn't received much damage. Agent's just, oh, pincer from behind by Backstein. Tries to sneak and cover to the next blue here just to get some stack right now. Now at least he will not get fracked. Oh, hello. Through the teleporter comes Backstein, but with more damage and more stack than what Agent can actually deal on the red, and that will be his pickup. 120 stack before this red. Agent's just nowhere to be seen picking up that, because he has the opportunity to pick up this mega and one of the blues. Goes for the second blue as well, but gets cornered by 200 shaft damage by Backstein, and he has got 51% on shaft accuracy. And he seems very happy about that. He's got a 1 frag lead and the control over red, and with a great health stack And he's pincering Agent for days. How cannot he be happy? Agent has picked up at least one blue here, but he's cornered below Backstein there. Backstein does the old sort of Tsar Bomba. Rocket from above. Another blue's getting picked up. Agent this time finally gets the control over red. Oh. Third prisoner in a row. Agent still manages to pick up that Mega and puts Backstein very, very low. 52 HP. Even lower now with that plasma securing him the red, but that direct hit through the door. And the pincer hit on the blue pickup. Expecting back. Oh, hello, jump pad. 12 HP on Backstein. Still getting the pincer hit. Agent super low right about now. 6 more seconds until Megas, but the items are still pretty much synced up, so I believe Agent's just fallen back on the red. Backstein on the Mega. Gives both players a break to at least stack up first. Oh, but here we go. The break's pretty much over. Agent just dealing hefty damage with that pincer. Oh. Not expecting Agent the slightest on that corner. Backstein 3 HP. Still will get a pincer hit, 4th pincer hit in a row on Agent, but I believe he still will be healing from this Mega pretty soon. Or not. I was expecting 8 seconds. It's just a very short time to wait for the Mega, but it's actually a very long time in Diabolical. Backstein will pick it up. And 8 more seconds indeed until red gets back on the map, and Backstein's already waiting for it to spawn. There it is. Agent looking at this door. Barely struggles with the weapon switch over there. He shouldn't have gone with that weapon switch, but still gets quite a magnificent amount of rockets hit directly or splash. It is still a hell of a lot of amount of damage on Backstein. Agent right on the first level there. Backstein on the second level picking up this Mega. 4-1. Once again on Agent's map. He goes very low this time. Gets cornered, but it's a mutual frag. Agent still falls. Despite that red pickup and the spawn health that he had immediately next to red. Backstein. The plays in the fights and on the pickups are just magnificently finally falls to Agent. Without fragging him down as well. 81 HP, 100 stack from the red. Backstein picks up the Mega. He gets, I believe, gets some splash damage from his own plasma pretty much, but that's about it. Five seconds until red. It's a pincer and a rocket to work with. Backstein on the door. Misses the pincer. Hits the second one, however. Making the push on red by Agent, or even the Mega by Agent. Very desperate here with some streaks of damage here. Through the TP comes Agent, and Backstein's just waiting from behind. How low is he? I have no idea, but he has picked up the red once again for himself. Some health pickups as well. Items are synced up. Very much synced up. Backstein just tries to make a pickup for this Mega here. They are. Both players are indeed going to have a sort of a breather for both pickups, and as soon as they get picked up, yep, the fighting starts again. Backstein got one plasma hit there by Agent. Tried to spam some plasma on the TP exit as well. Agent probably has no idea when the Mega spawns, and that's when he was expecting sort of Backstein to appear there on the next Mega platform. Oh, hello. That is what I call some damage from the pincer. Once again, Backstein. Oh, hello. Slow field weebo. I'm messing up with my words right about now thanks to freaking frantic casting. 25 HP on Agent from the other side of the map. He gets him. Backstein gets Agent on me, but Agent is not happy about that. He really wants this red. Basically saying to Backstein, no, that is my red, you are not taking it. 6-3 in scores, however, and Backstein is just in a very steady lead. The agent still is pretty relentless, just like giving him any more frags, however, he just gets these refrags. He has gotten at least 2. Backstein looking pretty well, both actually looking pretty good on stack. They are just pretty much reversed right now. Ooh, not anymore. Backstein getting devastating rockets. And he's completely cornered on that pincer. Pincer spawn. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the pincer spawn. I saw the pincer there. It was dropped by Backstein. That corner next to blue. Ooh. And again, slow field will actually favor Agent as he's just juggling Backstein into it. And that will be a 1 frag difference only. Agent is slowly taking this control back. Backstein. Oh, Agent here's the teleporter. Oh, yeah, finally switches to the pincer. I can barely tell why he had the pincer in his hand already, because it just keeps the humming sound. Backstein pulls back. Tries to apprehend the red pickup. I think he got it. No, I'm actually not sure. Agent's at 175 armor because of that. I think he didn't got it. 6-6 in the frags. And Agent certainly made one hell of a comeback out of this. Ooh, but Backstein still manages to hit quite a lot of pincers. Yep, hello there. 7-6. He's taking the lead. Meg is up. Backstein's on it right on spawn, but not without getting hit by a pincer. Rockets come from above, not hitting him the slightest. Agent getting some rockets back. Oh, look who's behind! Backstein making an extraordinary push for the red there. Tries to deal some damage on Agent first, but Agent's just like, oh, what the hell are you doing there? Get out of here.
Yeah, he really couldn't afford that rocket jump. It's a shame that he tried for it.
Yeah.
Because he would have been in a much better position. Well, potentially could have been in a much better position now.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. 2 seconds until, and again it's Agent. He just times these so well, and he times the arrival of Backstein so well. For a moment it was 3-6 for Backstein. Now it is 10-6 for Agent. It will be golden frag, 4 HP however on him, and he will get the frag. Backstein, 99 HP. After that fight, tries to go for the blue. Agent's just denying that. Goes for the red instead. It's just nevertheless gonna be much better for him. The 100 armor pickup is just always better. Give that a blue armor again, and you're good. But Agent here with the mega health and one of the blue armors.
Backstein really could have turned things there if he'd hit that rocket while he was above Agent, because Agent had no idea he was up there.
And Agent just stays on this red right here, and even gets the next blue. It's another push for me, perhaps. Yep, from above. I'm gonna hit that rocket. He's just there a little bit too. Oh, hello! Too late.
Good slow field.
Very good slow field.
Agent's still gonna come in though. He wants more, and Backstein knows it. Oh no!
So golden frag, but it's not gonna work for him.
He really could have done with that red armor. It's a shame that you bounced Agent into it.
Yeah. Sometimes juggling with the rockets is just not a good idea, especially if just next to a pickup that you just haven't picked up.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a choice. If he stood towards the reds, like if he even stepped towards the reds, Agent would have just hit him with a 100 damage rocket, no problem. So, you know, he has to stay off it. Right now he has to stay off it, because Agent will just hit him.
Oh, picking up that 50 just before the pincer shot. And then the blue armor, then the other blue armor. Very low HP on both players, I believe. Backstein just barely has the higher health. 130 stack now. Agent didn't even know when the Mega spawned. He has fallen back for the red instead. Backstein still at this game. 2 frag difference, however, an agent is on golden frag, and 1 frag that he gets is just gonna be done for on this map.
Sorry, Backstein holding on to this game with his fingertips here.
Yeah. Good pincer. Makes him fall back to the rent once again. Almost hits another one on the red, but it gets 1 for troubles from Agent.
Yeah, these are the rails the Backstein needs to be hitting right now. These are the really important shots. And they just aren't. And he's got no rails left, actually.
Oh, yep, yes he does. But that slow field
look at this play, that's
pushing
so good.
him back from the red.
It's almost worthless though if he lets Agent get away. Like, Agent's already stacking up. He's already picked up armor. So like, that play, while, you know, really good at the time, is like, it's not worth much now, especially now.
Yep, especially now. It was a mutual frag, but that will be favoring Agent, of course, with that golden frag. Almost, both players almost on the Mega. Very good ending for that. And a very good opposition by Backstein. We will be, however, going to Skybreak. Because Backstein tied the, Agent tied the second map by Backstein. Agent finally got his map pick 1. Now it will be Skybreak, which will be Backstein's pick. Okay, we'll be starting from him as soon as the players are ready. Backstein on the rocket, blue. Drops down to the wee ball and gets the red. Agent on the other side has yellow and the Mega pretty evenly stacked red now. Not even more stacked thanks to the yellow. Both players are sneaking. Agent slightly exposing himself with that rocket. Has to go for the next red. Slow field wee ball will help that for Backstein to deal some damage, and quite a lot of damage indeed. Oh, look at that, will be the first frag. Wow. He will be picking up the Mega as well with that, and the yellow. Being solo on armor as well. Oh, and Agent struggling basically to pick up anything right about now. He had low health. Blue wasn't spawning. Backstein's just now fully stacked. Very good entry already in the first minute by Backstein. Agent gets the Mega, but slightly cornered by Backstein's shaft. Backstein in the meantime gets the red for himself. Oh, and realizes Agent's just still there. It's like, did he pick up the red? Oh, he did. Okay. Oh, hello there. Gets a pincer hit. And Agent is falling back for the yellow. I think the stacks for both players are pretty much even, not anymore. Backstein picking up that blue armor and Agent. Oh, he did pick up the red. And before that, even the yellow, so I don't know. Should just make a push out of this, although Backstein now, much higher on stack after that yellow pickup.
See what I mean about Agent's awareness?
Yep, exactly. He just... I don't know how he does it.
He heard the dash before he came through that doorway, which, you know, gave him the... That triggered him to shoot the rocket, right? But he already knew he was in there. You know what I mean?
He sort of calculates the path and the velocity and speed and everything out of Backstein from that single dash, because you only go a single speed with that dash. And look at this fight. Backstein solo dealing quite a number of damage on Agent as well. He will restack from that red. Backstein a little lower than 100 HP, but still will not be pincerable anymore, at least with those Agent streak pincers revoked. Agent now looking very solid on the map. Oh, the rocket jump will fail on the ceiling by Backstein, and that will give Agent his second frag and a time.
He's bumped his head on the roof.
Yeah, the ceiling is just not where you want to be there. That rocket jump. Red picked up by Agent there. He only restacks like 40 armor, but looking at his entire stack, it's definitely better than Backstein's. Oh no, don't switch to the Panzer there. Shaft will still be the weapon you want to go for, Agent. Slide weapon arrow switch there. Backstein, did he pick up? He did pick up the Mega, I think. Yes. Gets Agent down now that he's actually just like done one error with the weapon switch. He still gets the red. Actually, now at 175 stack in total. He's too early on this red. Backstein has no idea when will spawn actually. Agent floor below, listening to where he's just picking these items up. And red's up once again, and it will be his. That's the smoke weeball, I think, favored more Agent than it did Backstein, because Backstein could not even see him down below there. Or indeed hear him picking up that red next. Having that position as well. He's taking the lead.
Yeah, another instance where Backstein just couldn't... Not so much Backstein, but Agent's opponent couldn't keep the item control away from Agent.
Yeah.
Because Agent was in a good spot already before that frag, you know? And, like, Backstein gave it to him, more or less.
Backstein now has picked up the Mega. 4 seconds until... Ooh, red! Sensor hit is gonna just... revoke his armor, but Backstein will pick it up. Agent on the other side looking very solid on stack. He... I think the same amount of stack as Backstein, just reversed in health and armor. Just still good enough for that high amount of health. Lift jump up to the doors. Some solid shaft damage there just before Backstein is able to pick up the next. Oh, he's not going to go for the red. He's just going to go for some damage. That gets a pincer shot for his troubles as well. Finally picking up this red. Agent really trying to get the next red here. Oh, I have some kind of an idea where Backstein still is, because he knows Mega's not going to spawn in any time soon. Now it has. Backstein completely cornered there, but Agent also super low on health. Backstein tries to go for the chase, 12 HP. They finally had some stack in the way. They're escaping from Backstein's pincers and shaft. Oh, still wants to go for a fight here. He wants the red so badly. 38 HP, still manages to get the red. 175 stack. Okay. Tries to go for some shaft, but shaft is just not enough with that range. He will hit another pincer on red. Agent struggling to pick up these items on their full, like max capacity at least. They picked them up right before or after the pincer shots. They deal some very good shaft damage, and the direct right around the corner will score him the second frag in the lead. Backstein still has some time. He relies on the major pickup constantly and fairly well as well. Agent just is dealing a hefty amount of damage every now and then, and especially with the stack. I believe there will be a hefty more when he just pushes this red. Tries to not pick up ammo. He's just trying to be completely silent there. Baxter completely cornered. Gets the red.
Absolutely massive drop from Agent right there.
Yes. It's 100 armor, but gets pretty much 4 times more rocket damage than what the armor can actually protect for. And once again, he scored 2 frags inside perhaps 20 seconds. Agent once again picks up the red. He didn't get it last time. Baxter just breaks it slow, but still has the timing for it, and another one. Inside the minute. Yeah, Agent's just now on very, very solid control. All Backstein has is just those small health bonus pickups. Mega spawning at the same time as Red, so the others are synced up. So Backstein has some time to... oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's actually retreating to Red instead. I think he sort of knows what Agent is just going for here. With the synced items. Ooh, hello there. Yep. I believe that Red is just not going to help you too much when your opponent just has a bit higher health with the same amount of armor as you. And it will be golden frag for Agent. This is a potential cup of victory again by Agent. He won 5 cups in a row, if I'm not mistaken, but this would be his 6th cup. Not in a row, but 6th cup in total. Victory in a row. No, not in a row. What the hell? In total. I'm just messing up with my words right now. That will be the end, and Agent will be the victor of this cup again.
What a surprise.
What a surprise. He just wanted to have a break, and I'm back in dominance. Congratulations to Agent, and congratulations to Backstein for the 2nd place. He just keeps on going top 4. He never gets the freaking champion title. He's been in grand finals for like many times, or even the semifinals, but he's always fallen. But yeah, against Agent, he's fallen now twice or 3 times.
Yeah, you can hardly blame him for that one.
No, definitely
I think pretty much everyone falls to Agent.
But on those maps, like, I don't know, you're very much right that I believe people are just like slightly learning what Agent just tries to go for in Casbah. And it was first won by Desertor 2 weeks ago, now it was won by Backstein. But Agent's just not happy about how his own map was just taken. So he's taking the other people's maps.
Yeah.
And he just keeps on going the dominance, even if he's just taking these breaks.
Yeah, people need to step up. I'm calling you out. Calling you all out. You need to step up.
I mean, he did win if we look at the bracket. First against Oscar, 14-1. Then in the best of 3 series, it was against Wise Genie, 2-0. Against Kansas in the first semifinal, 2-0. And now against Backstein. It was 3-1 still, so Backstein managed to take a map. So, yeah. I don't know. The first times we saw Agent, it was complete dominance at the maps and maybe even the scores. But Backstein, well, first Desertor and then Backstein just took at least 1 map away from him. So I think his power is likely to be taken away by other players.
Yeah, for sure. He is still human, as much as people like to call him a God Emperor. He can bleed. We just haven't seen much of it. Yeah, exactly.
Very much so. But thank you so much to every single player who participated in this tourney as well. We had so many more players than what we had in last week's tournament, probably because of Agent. I have no idea. But it could be. And we had 2 rounds of best of 1 games, and finally we got to the best of 3 games as well, in the quarterfinals and semifinals. So thank you everybody who participated. Thank you so much everybody for watching. We'll be signing off, and as soon as we do, the next sign-ups for the next week's tournament will be open pretty soon after. So otherwise it will be bon voyage. Best of luck to your future endeavors. See you next week, and goodbye.
Yeah, nice one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I know it's easy to get lost in yesterday, to bring back all these things. I know you love them, I know you love them, but I know that I can try again to warm your heart. Please understand, things don't stay forever. We say we want to make a change. I must admit it feels a little strange to see it in a different
It's terrific. I'm so proud of you.
Just when you forgot, maybe take the time to stop and cherish what we have instead of missing what we had. You only notice when it's gone because to satisfy what you long for, you will have to try again to fill your heart. Please understand, things don't stay forever. You know you've got to make a change. You must admit it feels a little strange to see it in a different way. And even when it passes by, that wasn't how you said goodbye. Just until next